you uplifting every time. He play the songs, he play the songs. Yeah, you don't know, say, a bigger the teacher we are talking about, you know, on the Vibes Entertainment Live podcast. Every Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. Milton Blake said that.
Yes, hi, good night to you. Vibes Entertainment Live alongside Show No Mercy Promotion. Let me introduce to you roots reggae artist out of Kingston, Jamaica, Mr. Dan Minott. Yes, I. Welcome to Vibes Entertainment.
Greetings, teacher. It's a pleasure to be here. So greetings to everyone out there in Radio Land listening to the show. And my name is Dan Minott, and it's a pleasure, truly a pleasure to be here.
Thanks very much, Sean. It's a giant pleasure having a legend like you with such a catalog of music that I must let the public know that I never really hear some of the music, but when I start listening to them, there's so much to mention.
Yeah.
And each and every one of them have a story well written, well put together, good
teacher,
production.
Yeah, you're correct, teacher. I must tell you and tell the listeners who really don't know of Dan Minott. I'm really a poet, you know. I'm a poet. I started writing poetry from high school, so I'm really a poet. Poetry is my first love, but then I took up singing because friends of mine encouraged me to take up singing.
Turn down your phone volume a little bit. I get enough feedback from your phone volume. Yeah.
How's that?
Turn down your phone volume a little bit.
Yeah, song better.
Better?
Yeah, song better.
Want to come down some more?
Yeah, so turn down some more.
Yeah, song better.
How is that now?
Want to come down some more? Yeah, so turn down some more.
Can you hear me?
Check. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, like I hear and a echo still there. Turn the phone down right down. Turn the phone down right down. Turn the volume down.
Yeah, like I hear and a echo still there. Turn the phone down right down. Turn the phone down right down. Turn the volume.
All right, good. Got you. Yeah, song good.
So like I was saying, I'm a poet by heart. I started writing poetry from high school. You know, I have dub poetry too. You know, on one of my albums. There's a track called Cry Blood, which is dub poetry. You know, but yeah, so lyrically, I place more emphasis. For me, I'm a lyricist. You know, musicians create the rhythm for me, and I write the lyrics.
Excellent. So, it's how long now have you been singing?
Well, I started singing nearly 30 years ago. I started singing in the late like 89, 88, 89. Yeah.
So
let me tell you the story. So back in those days, they used to have after hours party in where I'm at here in this place. They used to have after hours party. So when in my state the club closed at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. club closed. But you know, people don't want to go home, so they go to after hours party at somebody's basement. You know the deal, somebody's basement somewhere. So I used to go to those after hour party, and back those days, back in the 80s, it used to be vinyl. They used to play the vocal at the front and then spin it over and play the dub side. And then all the aspiring artists would grab the mic and try to show what they can do on the dub side, you know. And so I was there watching them week after week. I would go there, and then one night I was there and somebody pushed the mic in my hand and said, "Man, look here what you can do, man." And I heard a voice say, just put some of your dub poetry to the rhythm, man. Just use up some of your lyrics that you write and put it to the rhythm. And I never forget I did that song called Fancy Girl. Girl in your fancy dress, all the friends you want to impress. But if they should know the things you do, they would cry down disgrace on you. I never forget that. And the place went wild. Yeah. Song called Fancy Girl.
Fancy
Lyrics,
girl.
It was really dub poetry. And so I kept going there every weekend and at this after our place and became a well-known force. Everybody look forward to see when Dan Miner come because it's gonna be niceness. And so then fast forward to that. Now one day I was in the park. Them days I used to hang out in the park when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. But I used to hang out in the park with friends. And an elder Rastaman from Jamaica was in the park, approached me and said, "Yo, I was watching you at the after our party over the past 3 weeks. You can't sing enough. Well, let me tell you something. The dancehall style, the rhythm with those guys playing, it's not your style. You're a root singer. You need a band because you're a root singer." And I said, "Bridget, yeah, but I don't know how I'm going to put the band." He said, "Leave that to me, man. I'm going to get up the man them for you, put the band together, and you going to be the front man for the band." And that band was called the Lightning Reggae Band. And that's how it started. I was the front man for the Lightning Reggae Band for 6.5 years. Tour all of the Northeast, New England area, Boston, upstate New York, all over Connecticut, all over for years. We did all the major festivals and all the major venues, places like Toad's Place in New Haven. That back then they used to be a major player for reggae music. Not anymore, but back then Toad's Place in New Haven, Connecticut was booming. And if your band got a chance to play there, then you're considered a rival on the local scene. Yeah.
That's excellent because being a front man and you see the Rasta man was very smart because a lot of people can't pick talent so easy. Because the Rasta man had to get good ear song, from him ear song and don't know where you fit. You see what I'm saying? So after being a front man, when did you record your first song?
Say that again.
After being a front man for the band, when did you record your first song?
Oh,
when you
yeah.
You could turn up your phone a little.
I recorded was for a producer named Flynn and Flynn label out of Oche. This down by the same studio that you talked to me earlier about. That studio he used to get his rhythm from there in St. Anne.
Oh. Anchor recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it St. Anne? I don't know, but anyway, Flynn and Flynn used to go to Jamaica and bring up the rhythms. And I actually recorded Fancy Girl because it was so popular in the underground that I recorded it for him. But then, like I said, back to the band. The band was touring all over Northeast and was doing all the major festivals and stuff for a few years, and then we decided to go in the studio and do an album. And we did an album called "Talk for Your Rights." It's on the internet. It's on. If you Google it, you'll find it. It's called "Talk for Your Rights" by Lightning Reggae Band. Yeah. And the band went on for 6.5 years. Unfortunately, the band folded because I tell you the story why the band folded. That time Sizzla was just on the rise and Sizzla was hot. And Sizzla came to town and the promoters for the Sizzla show contacted me and said they want me to be the opening band for the opening act for Sizzla. And at the West Indian Club in Hartford, Connecticut. West Indian Club. Huge. That is where all the happenings take place in this era, the West Indian Club. If you don't go to the West Indian Club, you're not a West Indian. Because that's where all the West Indians go. St. Lucian, Trinidadian, Jamaicans, everybody go there. It's called the West Indian Club. And that's where all the big concerts used to keep in those days. So Sizzla came to town and some promoter booked him for that show, for that venue, and he was there. And I was the opening act. I didn't know that New York Times was there to cover Sizzler. And next thing I know, that is the Saturday night, the show. We did the show, everything, we went home. The next morning, somebody called me and said, Dan Minott, you need to get a copy of the New York Times, man. I said, for what? He said, you're in the entertainment section, they're talking about you, this artist that they come to cover Sizzler, but they discover this artist called Dan Man. And when I went and got the copy of the New York Times, there it was. The journalist was talking about me and my band. He couldn't believe that we were a local band. It was a local band. We were so good. You know, and I got a good review, and the members of my band didn't feel too happy about it because their argument was the guy should have interviewed the entire band, not just me. Yeah.
Jano Star. Yeah, some people thin skin,
Yeah,
you know. You know, some people thin skin, man. You see that?
I'm the lead singer. I didn't tell the journalist to do that. He phoned me and he wanted to talk to me.
Because
and you know, the vibe just changed from that, and eventually
the band lock off.
We just split up 6.5 years, and then we just went our separate ways. All right, that was in 2003. In 2004, I put my own band together called the High Voltage Reggae Band. High Voltage Reggae Band, and it has been going strong ever since. 21 years now.
Jano, that's good.
Artist.
Excellent. You see the difference? You see the difference, and that's good. You know me. How many members in the band?
Huh?
How many members in the band?
5.
Turn the phone up.
Myself make 5.
Turn the phone up a little bit. So you get a drummer, bass, keyboard, rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. 4-piece.
4-piece, nice and tight.
4-piece.
Me always love band, you know. Me never love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, back in the days, me respect every artist that come from Song System, because Song System teaches you to ride a rhythm and make you develop knowing keys and learn to sing on keys coming off a Song System. You understand?
Yeah.
Because like you said, they used to turn over the record and you sing the dub side. So the one track, something get 7-8 man to sing on the same track. You see what I say?
Yeah.
So, and sometimes a lot of artists start singing half key, but man say, you gotta go back and sing the half key. And a lot of people don't know the key, half key and key.
Right.
So when you come out of
timing
and timings, so there's where the glory come from as a foundation roots reggae artist. When you come from that band, the Song System to band, nothing can hold you. Because a lot of the young generation now, I bash them, but them can't sing on Song System. Even though now some of them don't sing on Song System, the DJ, what they playing the music, they try to help them out because they still fall half key. And by the time they sing 2 lines, they say, dash way that, next tune. So me now go to no show for go hear dash way that, because me I is old school, because band, because that is why Vibbess, I see Freddie McGregor, and years ago I see Derek Barnett from the Sarters band used to do it. Tune after tune after tune, one song, by the time one song don't change over right away and stopping. Tune after tune. I love that. I love when a band could change over. You know, when the song done, you get to the next track, you change over right there.
Yeah.
You aren't stopping as the next song. Vibbess is do that non-stop. 1 hour straight, 2 hours straight. Yeah, man. So I love the vibe.
With the band, you can do a lot of improvisation with the band.
So many things.
With the record, you can't do that.
No.
Yeah, because you have to follow it. But if you rehearse with the band and the band know where you're going, the band go with you. You improvise and the band know exactly where you're going.
Positive.
That comes through rehearsal.
And you could do one song for 20 minutes doing a band, because based upon if the song is a hit song, you could sing
And the
peace,
crowd
talk
is
to the
just,
crowd, and the
is
crowd.
responding to it.
Yes, yes, yes. That is the beauty with the band. Break it down. Let me talk to the people. Them, you know what I mean. And you start over. You do your thing. And you do your thing. And you do your thing. You know what I mean. That is why I love band. And banders give you a feelings. You know what I mean.
Yes, man.
A great feelings. You know.
Yes,
So
man.
so for the past 21 years with
I've
you
been
and the
a
band,
solo artist.
solo artist.
Yes.
So how many albums do you think you get out there?
I have an album called Must Be a Dream. I have an album called Talk for Your Rights. And I have an album called the album with the Lightning Reggae Band. There's 3 full albums, and I have endless amount of singles.
I see them. I see the singers. Them are too much, tons of singers.
Endless amount.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's a great thing to the viewers out there. This is roots reggae artist, Mr. Dan Minott. You know, foundation artist.
Yeah.
Start in the early 70s, 80s. You know what I mean? And come right up and still singing up today with his own band.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? What's the name of the band?
High Voltage Reggae Band.
High Voltage Reggae
Dan
Band.
Minott and the High Voltage. You can Google it. Go and Google it, and it bring it to YouTube, WhatsApp, SoundCloud, all right, everything. Just Google Dan Minott.
So are you independent?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I work with a lot of producers though. I work with producers from Austria. I work with producers from the UK. I work with producers from Jamaica. They send me rhythms. I work with producers in Serbia. All over Europe, I work with producers because and I tour Europe too.
Yeah. What the reason why I ask you, if you're independent, that's the beauty when you're independent. You get choices that you could make. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because when you under management, sometimes you get a booking, and the booking, like we said, the people want $5. Management will say no, they want 10. But when you're independent, you could negotiate and say, listen, just give me 6. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, every dollar count. Cause if you refuse $6 now, who's gonna give you the $6 tomorrow? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you're independent is very, very, very good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And one of the basic things is knowing the business. For me, I'm still learning. You know, because music business got a lot.
I have a book called The Songwriter's Guide, which I bought years ago, and I read it to get myself up to date in this business. And it says in music, 10% is music, the other 90% is the business. People think it's the music first. No, 10%. The book says 10% is the music, 90% is music business. You have to know the business.
The business is very important.
Yes.
You have to know all the do's and don'ts and the corners and everything within the business.
Right.
For me, I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. You know what I mean? So when you get an icon like you and a legend like you, could say, let people know, well, okay, 10% is music and 90% is business. It is very important.
Music business. Yeah.
Knowing the business, the basic, and a lot of the young generation, they don't know it, and a lot of artists and management get problem because of egos, and they always think that management robbing them, but they don't understand because production is very, very expensive.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I always believe artists and management should sit down and reason. You know, they should get an open dialogue, because at the end of the day, some artists are ungrateful, very, very ungrateful. Some management are ungrateful too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if they're finding an artist that don't know the business, they would eat their food, tea, breakfast, and dinner.
Rip them up.
Tea, breakfast, and dinner, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So always 2020 this year for you with touring and music so far? How is it going?
Well, the last time I toured Europe was 2022. Um, I didn't tour for for the next 2 years. Last year I didn't tour, and the year before I didn't tour. But I played here in the States, but I didn't tour Europe. You know. But in the past, I've toured Germany 3 times. I've gone to the Reggae by the River in Hamburg, Germany, festival called Reggae by the River in Hamburg, Germany.
Big show,
I've done
big
it
show,
three
big
times.
show, big show. Reggae on the River, big
Yeah,
show.
I've done it 3 times. And let me tell you a story how that happened, teacher. So there's a promoter slash DJ on an internet station called reggaespace.com. And she used to play my music. She still do. And there was this particular song, a remake of a song I did by Phil Collins called Another Day in Paradise. She calls out to the man in the street, "Sir, can you help me?" I did a reggae version of it. And it took off in Germany. Yeah, and she got in touch with me and said, "Man, we love that song, man. This song is doing well over here." And she said, "I'm the promoter for the Reggae by the River in Hamburg.
Wow.
I'm gonna bring you over here." And she did. And first time, and they loved it. And I went 3 times. The last time now when I went, and let me tell you how music go, man. The last time when I went, two young promoters in a country called Serbia in Europe was watching the festival online and got in touch with her and said they have a festival in Serbia called the Exit Festival, EXIT, the Exit Festival in Serbia, and they would love for me to come. So she told them, "Look, he's leaving next week Tuesday, so he can't come. But when he comes back to Germany, we set it up where after he do Reggae by the River, then you buy him a ticket and he come over to Serbia." And that's what they did. So I went over to Serbia. I've gone to Serbia 6 times. Yeah, do the Exit Festival and do a lot of club dates. And I did the Montenegro Festival. I did a festival in a country called Macedonia, which is next door to Serbia.
Yeah, I know Macedonia.
I've gone to Cape
small
Verde Islands.
Macedonia is a small country. Yeah, I know Macedonia. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there many times. I have a lot of friends there. Those people are some nice people. They take care of me, when I go there. Yeah. I was supposed to go this year, but I had some health issues this year, and I didn't make the festival. They were disappointed that I didn't get a chance to make the festival this year. But I'm on recovery now, so I'm looking forward to going to Serbia next year and Macedonia.
So, you got any new project coming up?
For right now, I deliberately stopped recording because I was frustrated. I put up all of my music on the major platforms, when they call it streaming. And when I check my account, I have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of streams. And when I look in the account, I only see $45.
Yeah, because listen, like
less than a penny. They pay you less than a penny per stream.
That's what Buju Banton was saying. Buju Banton said the music gone in the clouds because first time you would do an album, you got 10 songs on the album is $7.99.
Yeah.
Everybody buy an album, if you sell 100 albums, you don't know how much money you get in. It's $7.99 by 100. Easy.
Yeah.
So with the streaming thing now, these social media, there's who making the money. Spotify, Apple, all of them is who making the money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Big up Sunshade, Malcolm Sunshade is a reggae artist. He lives in Ohio. He's from Jamaica. Sunshade gets some good music. Yeah, I interviewed him a couple of weeks ago. Very talented young artist. You know what I mean? Yeah, so with the music business now, that's what I was saying because like this other artist I interviewed from Bahamas named Avaran. So I was telling him about the music. He said, "No, you could play my music." He said he's selling his own music. He get his own website and he sells his music on his website. He ain't putting it in no platform.
Yeah,
So
but teacher, listen, teacher. I'm speaking from experience. I know I study this thing. What I have discovered is that this young generation that comes to the reggae show, they're not playing CD. They're not working with CD players anymore. They're working with Bluetooth and streaming. They're not buying the practical CD. They don't use CD players. These young people don't use CD players.
no.
Bluetooth streaming.
But
You know, so you go
but
to the show and you have the CD, and nobody buys CD anymore. Man, I couldn't tell you last time somebody come to one of my show and ask me for a CD. They ask you where can they go online and get your song. That's a question they ask you. Where are you online? And you just tell them.
yeah,
These young
but
people not buying the practical CD, man. No,
no, they
CDs
don't buy
is
it.
becoming obsolete now.
No, they don't buy it. It's like Milton just bring back the album Temporary Obstacles. Milton
Yeah, I know
he do it in vinyl right now. Get some vinyl selling. So, but the thing is, right, a lot of people are going back to vinyl, using vinyl and all these things. But the streaming themselves, the young people don't buying it. Let me say, out of 1,000, let me say if 300 people buy a song, you get $45 in your account. But if you get it, if 300 people buy an album for $7.99, do the mathematic. See how much money you get in your account, but you're still getting robbed. When you done put out, like I said, one song, production, mixing, mastering, studio time, everything for one song. Okay, let me say the song va cost every engineer different. Let me say $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, $3,000 US for the one song. You put it out. You put it on all the streaming platform. How long you think you take for make back $3,000? You know, I make it back
forever.
You know, so there's where the robbery coming in, and these people don't have respect, and then a lot of people encouraging it because who got money, they buy these streams. You know, some people buy streams. You know, that's a business.
I mean, like I said, I saw what Snoop Dogg said. He had millions and millions and millions of streams, and he's a top artist, world class. And he said when iTunes sent him a check, it was just $10,000 for millions and millions of streams. Now all he got was a check for $10,000. Huh?
And they making the money. They make 0.2 cent per stream.
So to go back to that argument, we make music. People like me, I make music and put it out there, and then people like my music and they come to my show. That's where I make my money. Live shows.
Positive. That's how you sell yourself these days. And another way to sell yourself too is a lot of people use dubs and intros. Intro helps a lot. It's based upon what type of intro you give to the DJ or the radio. So there's some intros that people really fall in love with. Some people give intro, but sometimes the intro don't have no vibe. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know to sell. You got to know to sell yourself as an artist these days when it comes to dealing with certain DJs and selectors. You have to know how to sell yourself because if they're going to play your music, you need to give them drops. I need to give them a dub. So when other people hear it and say, where get the dub from? I like the dub. Can you make contact with the artist? You say, yes. I give you a direct contact, deal with the artist. And you don't come and show me because I don't want you to feel that, okay, I'm making $1 off of you. Deal with the artist himself. So the artist could eat the food. Because that's the only other way artists could make money. If you get a song, you understand? It's like with Cargo. The song that Cargo come out with, 2 times, the song that he sing. He makes so much money with dubs. You go buy a car like 1, 2, 3, quick. You know what I mean? Dubs. So that's the thing. That's the only way you could get it. Because, like you said, you don't make no money off of Spotify and Apple and Amazon. No. You know,
And then
So
what I discovered too is a lot of unsigned artists that is managing themselves. They keep putting music out there, music, spending money and putting music and just putting music out there and putting music out there. 3, 4 albums. Sometimes I see people put out 2, 3 albums for 1 year, and they're not big name artists, but they're going to studio and they just keep recording, spending their own money and recording, and then not recuperating anything from those albums. That's
come
not
bring
that's
yourself
not a wise investment.
bring yourself a little to the camera. Come back a little to the middle. Yeah, good. Yeah. The thing is, some of these artists that you're talking about, this is artists that get a laptop. You know what I'm saying? They get a laptop and they advise themselves and they try for mix and master. Sometimes they put it out there. And then sometimes when you come to cooperate and global and we get a listening party and they start listening to the song, it can't go no way. And then they start to say they're getting fired down. But because of the quality of the music, you know what I mean? Because it's a rush thing. They water down the thing because these different type of software that they use, every minute they get a song, they run and do it on a laptop and they mix it and they put it out. Or they get...
everybody have them home studio, so the quality gone down because everybody have a little home studio.
They water down it. Yeah. So, and some of them lucky, they might get a hit, but when they get a hit, this guy end up back go and do over the song. You know? Because with a song, mix and master, you have to balance the song. It's a lot of work. If you're doing a good production, it's a lot of work. And you have to send it to different people that are listening, different ears before you put it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the great Fattest, when Fattest carry a song home and he listened it and he used to listen to, he had them dot tape. He used to listen to a small little recorder. He used to send it to Dean Fraser. So that Dean Fraser listen for ear if there's anything before he continue doing what he got to do. That's why he was that smart. That's why Fattest was so productive. Because he was just that smart and engineer like Bobby Digital and all them. Steely and Clevie and them. You know what I mean? The great Jack Scarpio, you know. What's his name again? The other big the slim thing with him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Jammies. Them is some very good engineer. You can't just run in a man's studio and sing a song and tell yourself they're going to record it tomorrow and put it out. That man listen it for like 2-3 weeks. They're going to listen it. Listen it, fine tune, listen, make sure. Because when they put it out there, they want to hit. You know what I mean? Yes. But the young generation now, they record a song now. And next hour, they don't mix and master it and put it out there because it's like an engineer I know from the Caribbean say that you want to do 40 songs in 2 weeks. So don't matter how great engineer you are, you could never do 40 songs in 2 weeks.
No, you know? Mixing takes time. Mixing and mastering takes time.
It's a technique. It's a technique. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, there's a young generation for you know what I mean? So, and then when you put the music inside the system, you have to turn up the volume and all kind of thing forget the quality. You know what I mean? So it's not there. So come back to you. So within this music thing, right, coming up for all these years, was you ever encounter like at least you give me a idea with the New York Times and you ever encounter any other orders pertaining to like the music, like you're going forward but you're still getting a fight?
Well, that's a very interesting question. You know, the greatest fight I get is from my own Jamaican community. They refuse to show respect for my ability. Outside of my community, I get the respect from you know. But in my city where I'm from, here where I live, my own people, them know me and them see me every day, moving among them. Them don't give me the respect for my talent. Oh, I don't mind at that, man. We know him, man. I don't mind at that. You know? So
which part in America you live in?
In Connecticut.
Oh, in Connecticut. Oh.
Yeah.
The
Lot of Jamaicans here.
yeah, me know. Me used to drive truck, you know, tractor trailer. Me used to go them say, me used to go all the way out New Hampshire, way all them Maine and all them places where them say northeast. So me know what go on.
Yeah.
Do it every day. So me know what go on there, you know what I mean?
The reggae promoters in my city there, they will call you and they want, and the first thing come out of their mouth, oh, I don't know for money, you know, but would I like it come company show, but you know, me not have no worry for money. That's the first thing come out of their mouth. Why, you know, the money to pay, you know, but if you want company show, put it on the show. You know. I mean, I don't do free show. Unless it's for a worthy cause. If it's not for a worthy cause, and that cause is illegitimate, it's not a fraud thing, then I do a free show. But no promoter not going to charge $45, $50 and $35, $40 at the door and tell me, say, me must come do free show as the opening band. To come do free show for the big artists. No, I don't do that. You have to pay me.
Nah, man, you start as high, man. Nah,
Yeah.
you start as high. Them thing. Me know them kind of promoted them because them think them bright. You see what I say?
Only my Jamaican people do that. From my experience, only my Jamaican people behave like that.
You know,
Because
is
they find you on the internet or whatever, and they call you and they say, what's the price? And you negotiate and then pay you. If it's too much, they tell you right up front, I can't afford it. Argument done.
that's why the West Coast run away with the reggae music. You see what I say? The West Coast run away with the reggae music because I interview an artist named Sergeant Romo. And
Yeah.
he lives in Texas. I never know that Mexico get reggae artists. And them man run Texas. There's three white guys, band named Drifting Roots. Last year alone, them man do 100 shows. They just do some shows in New Hampshire and all those places. Drifting Roots. And they play reggae music. Another thing is the link. You gotta get the links. You know what I mean? For get couple shows. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to Miss Tracy, and I told her that we need to start come together and start do some promotions. You know what I mean? How come you see you got your own band? That's a plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The most important thing you gotta find the accommodation that you're comfortable, and then you start doing these pop-up shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm willing if a promoter is trying and you know and we can meet each other halfway where it benefit both of us, I'll do it. You know? Because especially if it's my own people, he's a promoter. For my own people, he's a promoter. I work with him from a scene of justice, and he's trying, and you know, he's looking out for both sides, both me and him. We come together, we do it.
Well, to be honest, I'm glad that I got this link from Show No Mercy Promotion because we have to talk. We got to do some promotion because you get some artists in Ohio. You got Milton Blake, you get JR, that are Blessington, you get Malcolm Sunshades. You know what I mean? Those are some very good artists. You know, you put a package together. You know what I mean? And just set up state to state. You know what I mean? Shows, clubs, good venues. You know what I mean? You gotta sit down and explain to everybody. Listen, this is what's going on. As it get big, you pay a raise because you can't just pay a man X amount of money and you aren't getting the income. Because at the end of the day, you gotta know for sell yourself these days when it comes to the music business.
It's an investment.
Yes, because TikTok and the social media is where everything sells these days. You know what I'm saying? It's just a 30-second of video or 30-second of music. Somebody have to use it and do some video and do something with it, and then it gone viral from there. You know. But the TikTok thing, I don't get the time because I work for the state. You know, on TikTok, you got to post something every single day. You know, I can't play music. I play music yesterday. I used to play a lot, but I'm going to try for playback like 3 times a week because I realized that my views are dropping because people don't see me. But I got a lot of other things I'm doing. You know what I mean? Just to make this say so more better. And between me and Miss Tracy, we always try to bring the best talent out there because people like you and these other artists that get great reggae music, that catalog that you could go and sit down and listen to non-stop and enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Clean music to the smallest baby, the smallest child, to the oldest person could listen to the music.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is like some selectors, they don't play certain music. Some radio jockey too, they don't play certain music. You know what I mean? And for me, nobody ain't got pay me for playing the music. When I play somebody music and it busts on the gun out there, that's me enjoyment. That's why I love. I'm glad. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I could do it for more people. Play the music, let people listening, because on this program you never know who does be listening. Because the last time I interviewed Avron, as soon as I come off, you get a call from London. You get a good hook up in London. Yeah. You know what I mean? I appreciate it and I feel good about it. You know? Because a lot of people that's be looking, you never know. Because with the quality of music you get, this is Roots Reggae Superstar, Mr. Dan Minott. Google him. His music is on all musical platform. Go search, check it out. Do your research. If you love the music.
DistroKid.com.
Yeah.
Is the distributor.
Me used to deal with DistroKid, you know, because we do some music for artists from Guyana. And I went on looking for the music online and can't find it, but DistroKid taking out my money every month. And then they're taking $99 a year. Me can't get in contact with DistroKid. Me send email, me just shut it down. You see what I'm saying? But I think I get tricked with the engineer. I think the engineer, the guy that do it, he tricked me with some of the production. So I'm a call and ask you and he give me a story. So I think the problem comes with the engineer with couple of the 2 of the songs them. Like he registered for himself and
objection on DistroKid.
And I take it on but he lied to me because I go up them and look for it and I can't find it, you know. But
he must have complained to DistroKid about something.
Something wrong. But with DistroKid now, these people, they taking money. What I'm upset about, they taking money every month, right? For keeping music up there. They take, like we said, they're taking $15 a month, $99 a year, right? And then you don't even make back the $15 a month and the $99 a year money. But they taking them for keep your music up there. But then when you want to get on to them to talk to somebody, personal customer service, it's not there. They tell you to send email. And so much of people, they can't answer the emails. You know?
See?
So certain distribution company people need to forget about. You know what I mean? And I wish if everybody could set up their own online and start to sell their music like that. Because you're getting raw big time, because YouTube is one of the best, you know. YouTube.
Yes, my music is also on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is great. YouTube. Get some good content creator on YouTube. Everything that I learn off of YouTube. You know what I mean? And YouTube is excellent. Because when I'm streaming on Mixcloud, Twitch, Facebook, you know, all these platforms, when right now the stream going out, that is where the stream goes. So different people from Mixcloud, from all over the world would see this stream, different platform. If they jump up on it, it's right there. You know, I don't just stream on Facebook alone, you know. So, is there any music video for you out there? You make videos with the music?
Yeah, I got a song called 9 to 5, a video up there with a song called 9 to 5. I got the video for Another Day in Paradise. I don't
Yeah,
do a lot of videos because it's very expensive.
yeah, but
You know, so I
right
don't
now
do.
that change it to visuals. You're doing
Yeah,
like a 1 minute and a one how we say
yeah,
90 seconds visuals the music. They change it now. You know, everything
yeah,
changing up
yeah.
within the music business. You know,
But there's a lot of live videos with my band on YouTube too.
that's good.
A
That's
lot of
great.
live videos.
That's a plus. You know.
Yeah.
So when did you migrate from Jamaica? How much years now?
39 years.
Wow. You ever went back
Yeah.
anytime? You ever went back anytime?
All the time. All the time.
Oh, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. You know, so the next time we're going back, let me know, man. Let me hook you up with O'Neill, man. O'Neill famous.
Okay. With
Original
who?
dancehall. O'Neill famous. The Ian Peter Metro got a show.
I
Robert
heard
Up
that name
Thursday.
before, yeah.
Original dancehall Thursday. It's a big show because what O'Neill do, a lot of artists that people used to hear the name and hear the music and never see, they bring them to the forefront. Every Thursday night, they get
Yeah.
different artists perform. It's a big platform. Father Jamrock, big up yourself. This is a DJ and a radio producer from Georgetown on the show right now. Yes, I.
Yeah.
Mabaruma family, yeah. This is Mr. Dan Minott, Father Jamrock. Yeah, so with O'Neill them now, they bring out a lot of artists, foundation artists, even to Aisha Candy, Aitro Candy and all them. I know the music but I never see them, so original dancehall bring them out back and get them to perform on the platform, and it gives them a boost. A lot of people go back right there and bust and you know what I mean and come back to life. You know, a lot of artists is good. It's off Alliance Road. No, 50 Dunbar Road. You know, it's not far from St. Andrews. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice platform. When you finish this interview, you could I'm gonna send you a link so you could see what we're talking about. You know?
Okay. Much appreciated.
Yeah, it's good for you for when you go back. You go there, you could go and let me know so that you could let people know,
Okay.
well, okay, you're still around and your music is there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to call O'Neill and make sure that it happen. You know what I mean? 'Cause he's very, very cool like that. You know what I mean? You know. So the albums them that you get out there, they put aside in the Lightning Band album, the other two albums. Those albums were all was written, all the songs
The
was
Roots
written
album is
by
called
you.
Talk for Your Rights. And the Must Be a Dream album is a lovers rock album, Studio One style.
So all these
album.
songs was written by you. All of them was written.
Except Another Day in Paradise, which is a Phil Collins cover.
Yeah, I know
All the other
the
songs
song.
and the albums were written by me. Yeah.
Oh, so
I like to write, man.
being a dub poetry artist, right? There are very few dub poetry artists. The only other dub poetry artist I know is what is his name again? This Rasta guy from Jamaica. A very good dub poetry artist.
From Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's not
DYCR.
DYC.
DYCR.
Yeah, one of my favorite dub poets is in schoolmate. He's based in Florida now, but he's Jamaican, called Malachi Smith.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Malachi Smith, man. But my favorite dub poet is Linton Crazy Johnson from London, you know.
Mm.
Linton Crazy Johnson. He's a Jamaican growing in London.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because being a dub poetry it's and for fit on rhythm is not something easy, you know. It's a technique. You know, you often know how being key and everything and set your lyrics and your story right with the rhythm. Because it's sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how much song that a dub poetry album have on it?
No, and that album is only one. The album name Speak for the Poor. There's one dub poetry. No, that's not true. There's two. There's another one called Only 21 on that album too. So it's Cry Blood and Only 21 is on the Speak for the Poor album.
Okay. That's a good thing, you know. That's very good. Father Jamrock, if you want to call and ask Mr. Dan Mind any question, feel to call 201-259-4772. Yes, Father Jamrock. 201-259-4772. Yeah.
Please, you can play one of the tunes them to make the public hear it, you know.
The songs them, I'm scared to play them songs in the program. They cut me off. Yeah. But what happened? With this show, I'm play them on my program when I play music. You know, I play music every
I listened to you last night.
Yeah.
I listened to you last night.
Yeah. So that's what I do. So I get it. Yeah. So that is what I just want to play, but every time I play it, I get in a
Yeah, man, I understand. We don't want them cut me off. So no, I understand that.
Yeah. That's what I'm do. You know? Yeah. I'm trying to get this thing here. Yeah, so you think that anything else coming up for any bookings or anything coming up for before the year? Anything?
Next week Saturday at this time, I'll be on the Taste of the Caribbean Festival, which is a huge festival downtown Hartford. It's called Taste of the Caribbean, where all the islands come together and you have soca, you got reggae, you got gospel, you got all different genres of Caribbean music will be there. I'll be on that festival next week Saturday.
Okay.
Downtown Hartford, Connecticut. It's called Taste of the Caribbean.
Okay. That'd be good. Trust me. That'd be good. Okay. That'd be good. Trust me. That'd be good.